Anytime I rewatch Apocalypse Now, which has been several times, this time in particular just struck me how insanely detailed every shot is.
Yeah.
You have these long tracking shots through these various places that these guys go, and in every shot there's 30 different things in motion.
Yeah.
And you know that they're all precisely happening like clockwork.
Tarantino's pointed out that in the helicopter scene, in every single shot of that battle, you see a helicopter. So there's constant movement, even if it's way in the distance, one helicopter going. And he took that into Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, because when they go out to Spawn Ranch, there's always a dog in a shot whenever they're outside.
Huh.
A dog's moving around.
That's interesting. Okay, we have a Paddington Bear postcard here from Grace, who says, "Greetings, basement dwellers. Arrived in London a couple days ago. Saw Back to the Future, the musical. Worth making the trip to see, 100%. There are so many vegan options here. So much more than the USA. It's overwhelming. Just enjoying the vibe, the city, the weather. Grace is having a good time in England, and enjoy it."
All right. All our vegan fans out there, go to England already.
Here's a picture of this pretty lady from Sean Henry. "Thoughts on product placement in movies? Any especially egregious examples stand out for you?" Says the lady with the can of Coca-Cola on her head.
I never saw Career Opportunities because I thought it was just a big advertisement for Target.
I saw the movie Josie and the Pussycats, which quote-unquote makes fun of product placement.
Yeah.
And I realized that it is at the same time product placement. And like Paul at Damascus, the scales just fell off my eyes and I saw so clearly. Tim and Laurie from Providence, Rhode Island. There's a mermaid there. "What's the longest one you've ever seen?" A movie, I mean. What's the longest movie you've seen? I think I saw something that was 4 hours long. I don't recall. Was The Longest Day? Was that like 4 hours long?
I never saw that in full. It's really long.
It's really long. I've seen that. I don't know how long it is, but I've seen that.
I used to write movie reviews for the Isthmus, which is a local magazine here in Madison. And my first review they gave me was a Turkish movie that was 4 hours long. It had won the Palme d'Or. It's called Winter Sleep or Winter Light. I forget. It was Winter Sleep. And it was a gauntlet for me to run through as my very first outing as a professional. That was the longest movie. I took a day off work so I could watch this movie.
Yeah. This is the second of a series of 3 postcards from David, Blue Water Cafe. He says, "Salutations from Grand Marais."
I don't know where that is, but it sounds wonderful. And I'll never go.
And here's a saxophone playing man from Emil Carlson. "You might have answered this question in the past, but do you have any favorite music videos? Also, here's a fun game. Can you identify which music video this still image of a slightly frightened saxophone player is taken from? Upon request, I won't send you a large version of the Magician postcard, so maybe this will be my new thing."
Okay, let's see here. Frightened saxophone player. Looks like it has a black female lead singer. It was definitely the 80s.
Pointer Sisters, maybe?
Pointer Sisters, Donna Summer. I don't know.
I don't know, Emil. Send us another postcard and tell us the answer.
We have been asked about our favorite musical videos before in the past. I don't think I've ever mentioned Everlong on this.
That's a good one.
Which features the late, great Tyler Hawkins in it as the woman in danger. That's a video every single time I see it. I am impressed. Michel Gondry's best music video. And I'd say his second best movie after Eternal Sunshine.
When you go to our website at welcometothebasementshow.com, you can see all kinds of fun things there, episodes and such. And there are also PayPal donation buttons that you can click on and donate a one-time or rolling monthly donation to support our show. There are many people who have ongoing monthly rolling donations, and I'm going to salute a short list of them right now. Luke, Bridget, Mary Beth, Austin, Liam, Abigail, Mario, Zach, Alec, Michael, Allison, Stephanie, Benjamin, Kevin, Larissa, David, Christine, John, Aaron, Mara, William, Andrea, and Robert.
Thank you.
The rest are road owners later in the show, and now viewer questions. Maria Argente. I've been using Matt's guac recipe ever since he shared it on the show, and it has been a success among my friends. Do you have any other recipes to share with us? Why, yes, I do. How about some salsa to go with that guacamole? This is my personal salsa recipe. Now, salsa, you would think is a basic thing, easy thing to make, but it's all about the details. So, the only ingredients you need: tomatoes, onions, hot peppers, garlic, cilantro, lime juice, salt, and pepper. That's it. For your tomatoes, you want to salt your tomatoes first. You cut them up, you put them in a colander, you put a bunch of salt in there, mix it up, you let those drain over the sink. I'm not sure exactly for how long, to be quite honest. I usually do it for like 15 or 20 minutes. You get the water out of those tomatoes because that makes your salsa less watery. And, Craig, as we know, water is the enemy of flavor.
Yeah.
The next important thing when you're making salsa, like a pico de gallo type salsa, which is what I'm talking about here, is the size of your dice. Now, it's going to be different for all of your different ingredients. For tomatoes, you want diced tomatoes. For your onions, you want a smaller dice on that. For your hot peppers, those are minced. For your garlic, you're going to want to put that through a garlic press. So these different things are all important in having a salsa that is of the correct texture. Now, as far as onions go, if you want a more assertive salsa, you're going to want to go with a white onion. If you want something that's more mild or more sweet, you go with a red onion. It's not going to matter because once you put the lime juice in, the acid is going to start to break down the onions and they're not going to be as strong. So you won't get that sharp, raw onion flavor. The same goes with garlic. But if you have a thing against eating raw garlic, you could substitute garlic powder. That works too. As far as peppers go, I tend to just go with jalapenos, though those serranos are nice too, and they're more spicy. And I don't trim out the ribs or the seeds. I put that shit right in there because I like it spicy. And so does Tono. Cilantro. It's good, but I can take it or leave it. If I've got it, I use it. If I don't have it, it's nice. It makes it this also look nice to have those the chopped up cilantro in there. So if you're making this for your friends, you're making it for a party, you're going to want to go out and get the cilantro. If you're just making casually at home, you can take it or leave it.
And cilantro does give that certain Mexican signature that makes salsa seem more like salsa.
Yes. I eyeball everything. You got to eyeball it. There's no measurements going on here when it comes to salsa. You put in what your preference is, and that's how you do it. And lime juice, you have to have fresh lime juice. That's essential. You can't put the stuff in from the bottle. You got to cut open a lime and squeeze it in there. Okay. As far as extras go, there's certain other things you can put in. I like to put in cumin. That's another kind of signature Mexican spice that's going to really make the salsa taste of that region. Sometimes I'll put a couple shakes of hot sauce in there, like a Frank's or a Crystal, if I feel like it needs it. It depends. And if you don't want a chunky style salsa, you can make it exactly the same way. Toss it in the blender, blend it up. You got a blended salsa. It's the same flavors, but a different kind of texture.
As for myself, there's ratatouille a la Craig, which is basically make ratatouille, find your own recipe, and then take a jar of tomato sauce, pour it on top, makes it very palatable for children.
I imagine it gives it sort of an eggplant parmesan type feel.
Yeah, sure. So since we had one Maria Argente question, here's the second one. What are Lorenzo and Santino's favorite movies at the moment? Santino doesn't really have a favorite movie yet. He's just past 2 years old. He enjoys watching anything that we allow him to watch, and he sits very obediently for it the entire time. It's very cute. Lorenzo's favorite, though, is Godzilla. He's very much into Godzilla these days. Whatever Godzilla. He wants to watch a Godzilla movie. He wants to watch whatever music video of the various retellings of Blue Oyster Cult's Go Go Godzilla is out there. He likes to watch little informational videos about Godzilla and how he's evolved over time. He's all about that. And he likes to go around the house impersonating Godzilla, which is fine. But Santino impersonating Lorenzo impersonating Godzilla is the cutest thing ever.
Has Lorenzo moved out of his King Kong obsession?
He still likes King Kong, but Godzilla's king now.
And what about the Wolfman?
He'll still talk about the Wolfman.
Okay, so he's still, like, this is his pantheon.
Here's the thing. He likes Godzilla and the Wolfman because he's seen our episodes on that.
Yes.
I have shown him those. And so he knows about another Wolfman movie because of our Wolfman episode, and that's An American Werewolf in London, which he wants to watch so bad. And I'm like, you can't watch this yet. Not just because it's scary. It's one of the sexiest movies of all time, too. And it's got comedy that'll go way over his head. Really, just one of the fullest genre mashup movies of all time.
We've got 2 envelopes here to open. Let's see what we got. Oh, this is from Vinyl Post in Seguin, Texas.
This is from someone Castrillo from Forest Hills, Virgin Islands.
Yes, Ryan Castrillo, Forest Hills, New Jersey.
Okay.
This is another flexi disc record. It's a special kind of record that is flexible. Wait a minute. I'm getting my fingerprints all over it. This is by a band or an entity called Indigo, and the song is called Doha. And it says, "Hello, thanks for spinning Doha. It is quite special to me. Hope it makes you feel warm and nostalgic. Cheers, Indigo." Indigo.
Indigo. That's a record. Wait, that's not the record?
This is the record. I didn't throw the record.
Okay. Ryan writes, "Hey, Matt and Craig, I hope this card finds you both well. 2022 has been an interesting year both globally, and personally. I just showed off my first animated short at a festival. Good for you. You know I like cartoons and feel closer to my dream career. But enough of that. I just wanted to say how surreal and awesome that you're still chugging to give amazing shows, one after another. I had one question. Last Cartoon June, you had mentioned Lupin III, the Castle of Cagliostro, and it being alright. However, I feel its predecessor, Mystery of Momo, is the better movie. Even Lupin's creator liked it more, and I feel it would be better for the show."
Well, he sent us that. He sent us that DVD, or someone did. I assume it was Ryan.
Possibly, yeah.
We got it last time. We got the Momo movie.
And he also sends a picture of us. Welcome to the basement.
Oh, cool.
The rest of those donors: Neil, Grace, Adam, Nathan, Anna, Scott, Clayton, Abraham, Elizabeth, Samuel, Jennifer, Eric, Wilson, Ann, Ashton, Maura, Amber, Brian, Harrison, and Chad. Thank you.
We don't have a lot of mail to open this week, but we've got 2 little packages, and we're going to crack them open.
This is from Alexander Hawk of Andover,
Andover, Massachusetts. Okay, this is an envelope. There is no note, but what we have is the Justice League, the Flashpoint Paradox on Blu-ray. It says all new original movie.
Alexander sends us 3 movies: Australia, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and Martin Scorsese's own Hugo in 3D.
Hugo! Hey, you have a good week.
I will.
Good.
Yeah.
Say hi to your family for me.
Sure.
Those kids. Those cute kids. We spent some time together. We went to a bar to visit some friends.
Outdoor bar.
Outdoor bar. You brought your children. Santino's a little cherub.
Oh my God, he's amazing.
I don't think I've ever heard him make a sound.
I know. It's really nice. He's because Lorenzo makes a lot of sounds.
Yes.
Which I love as well. But yeah, it's nice to have the contrast.